Another inmate attacked me. He stabbed my eye.
Killed staff, they've killed guards. They've earned, if you will, the right to go to the Supermax.
While you're here, you will not put your hand on any staff.
You're designing it so the inmates can't see the sky, intentionally.
It's like zoo, man, for real. That's exactly what it's like.
If you ever watched Escape Plan, you probably have a decent idea about how difficult it is to escape highly secure prisons. Have you ever considered where high-profile dangerous criminals and terrorists are kept? Every detention center is built with the aim of security and inescapability, and some of these centers are just top-notch in providing maximum security. Different measures are put into place to ensure the maximum security of the inmates. While some detention centers attach multiple guards to a prisoner, others use various technologies to ensure proper monitoring of inmates. A Supermax prison is a control unit jail, or a unit inside prisons that represents the most secure levels of confinement in the prison system. Today, we'll look at 10 such prisons which have the strongest security. These aren't your average run-of-the-mill correctional facilities. We're talking about high-tech fortresses that make Alcatraz look like a cozy bed and breakfast. From laser beams to motion sensors, these prisons are so secure, even Houdini himself would have a tough time escaping. Number 10. Arthur Road Jail, India, also known as Mumbai Central Prison. Arthur Road Jail is Mumbai's largest and oldest prison that is known for being highly understaffed and overcrowded. Gang wars that have led to the injury and even deaths of inmates have become a routine practice behind the bars of Arthur Road Jail. The prison was originally designed to accommodate about 800 inmates, but houses over 2,000 inmates, abusing its capacity and adding to the motivations of its inmates to adopt violent measures. Number 9. Portlaoise Prison, Ireland. Portlaoise Prison is one of the most secure prisons in the world. It's located in Portlaoise, Ireland. Indeed, it is a maximum security prison with sensors, cameras, and armed personnel. The prisoners come in the custody of the Special Criminal Court and those who are high-profile criminals. Portlaoise Detention Center is located in Portlaoise, Ireland. It has armed personnel, sensors, and cameras. However, it recorded 2 successful escapes in 1902 and 1974. Number 8. Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. This detention camp is located at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, and was established in 2002. It houses and tortures criminals, mostly Al-Qaeda suspects. It's highly guarded and gives camps according to the privileges and comfort of inmates. Guantanamo Bay has been widely criticized for detaining individuals without trial and the routine infliction of torture on inmates that includes waterboarding and sexual abuse. There have been several reports of suicides and suicide attempts at Guantanamo Bay. Detainees have protested against indefinite detention by going on hunger strikes, but were force-fed using nasal and rectal feeding, another violation of human rights. Because of the criticism, the detention camp has been the inspiration for movies, TV shows, and books. Films like Zero Dark 30 and The Mauritanian have focused on the prison, showcasing its highly secure facilities and controversial interrogation techniques. Books like Guantanamo Diary have provided first-hand accounts of life inside the prison, adding to the public's fascination with the facility. Despite its highly secure and controversial nature, Guantanamo Bay Prison remains a highly guarded secret. The public has limited access to information about its operation. Number 7. Attica Correctional Facility, USA. Attica Correctional Facility is a maximum security prison located in Attica, New York. It has been home to some of the worst criminals in the history of America and has been a site of prison violence. Despite its reputation for being highly secure, Attica has experienced its share of security breaches over the years. In 1971, a group of inmates overtook the prison and took several correctional officers hostage. The standoff lasted for 4 days and resulted in the deaths of several inmates and officers. As a result of the incident, Attica implemented even stricter security measures, making it even more difficult for inmates to attempt an escape or takeover. Number 6. The Penitentiary of New York, PNM, USA. PNM is a men's maximum security correctional facility located about 15 miles south of central Santa Fe. One of the most notable features of the Penitentiary of New Mexico is its architecture. The prison was designed to resemble a fortress with thick walls and watchtowers that provide a clear view of the surrounding areas. The prison also features a series of checkpoints, including multiple layers of electronic gates and security cameras to ensure that only authorized personnel can enter or leave the facility. The prison has 3 separate facilities that are known as Level 2, Level 5, and Level 6. The Level 6 facility is a supermax site that houses death row inmates and criminals that pose greater threats to other inmates, prison staff, and even national security. The prison has been the witness to the most violent prison riot in the history of the U.S., the New Mexico State Penitentiary riot in 1980, when inmates took control over the entire prison and took 12 officers hostage. 33 inmates were killed in this riot. PNM cemented its place at number 10 in our list of the 25 most dangerous prisons in the world. Number 5. Tadmar Military Prison, Syria. Tadmar Military Prison in Syria was created as a military barracks by French Mandate forces in the early 20th century and is considered one of the most difficult jails to live in because of its horrible human rights violations and awful living conditions. The facility is situated in a desert 200 kilometers north of Damascus, Syria's capital, in terms of breaking out. Furthermore, the only way in or out of the prison is via a solitary tunnel, which must be crawled down. Of course, the Syrian military is careful guarding it. Furthermore, the facility employs laser beams to ensure that anybody attempting to leave would be thwarted. Nonetheless, the facility holds inmates in strong chains once they arrive. As a result, even if you manage to escape the facility, you'll inevitably perish in the vast, desolate Syrian desert. Number 4. HMP Belmarsh Prison, United Kingdom. HM Prison Belmarsh is near Greenwich, southeast London, and houses Category A convicts, as determined by Her Majesty. Belmarsh has been a high-security prison since 1991, housing some of Britain's most dangerous and violent criminals. The facility's security level is strong enough that it has earned the moniker British Guantanamo. A high-security unit contains up to 48 criminals, most of whom are at risk of fleeing, terrorism, radicalizing other inmates, or continuing organized crime within the institution. This compromises KGB operatives as well as the Al-Qaeda terrorists. The inmates at this institution have no contact with the rest of the facility's residents. As a result, the administration offers an exercise yard and gym for the convicts in this unit. This facility houses inmates in single or double cells. Number 3. La Santé Prison, France. La Santé Prison is located in Paris, France. It is an inescapable prison. Here, the prisoners once can't get out of it. Significantly, La Santé has numerous suicide cases of inmates due to the strict environment. La Santé Prison, located at 42 Rue de la Santé in the Montparnasse area of Paris, 14th arrondissement, is run by the French Prison Service of the Military of Justice. With VIP and high-security wings, it's one of France's most famous prisons. Inmates only have 4 hours of free time every day. Nonetheless, those with jail employment work from their cells. Following upgrades, the jail is now one of the safest in France and the world. With an escape-proof wall, a high-security unit, and all sealed doors and tunnels, the complex is a nightmare for anybody who wishes to flee. Number 2. Souza Baranowski Correctional Center, United States. The Souza Baranowski Correctional Center, SBCC, is a maximum security prison in Lancaster, Massachusetts. Since its inception in 1998, the SBCC has not had a single breakout, earning it the title of the world's most technological, sophisticated, and secure jail. The facility also monitors a perimeter of Super HD cameras 24 hours a day. On the outer wall, there is also a taut wire and a microwave detecting system. Despite heavily armored security personnel, the facility's activities are overseen by a robotic overlord. Furthermore, 2 visual interface computer terminals operate the whole facility, including the doors, vehicle gates, public speaker system, and water. Almost every aspect of the facility is made of strong concrete and tool-resistant steel. This is to prevent convicts from attempting an old-fashioned escape. Number 1. ADX Florence, U.S. ADX Florence is an American federal prison in Colorado, United States. It is the most secure prison in the world. It's a supermax prison that is escape-proof for high-profile criminals. In the prison, the inmates have to stay in individual cells with limited contact with anyone. The ADX Florence Jail in Colorado is perhaps the world's most guarded prison. Most inmates in this facility don't even see the sunlight, with them being on lockup for up to 23 hours. The facility houses inmates in solitary cells, with the cells built of poured, reinforced concrete to prevent self-harm. In addition to that, the correctional officers constantly monitor with high staff-to-inmate ratios. ADX Florence is a federal prison with the most dangerous and difficult-to-control male convicts in the federal prison system, including those whose escape would represent a severe national security concern. With that, the video has come to an end. If you want to see more of these videos, hit the subscribe button and let us know in the comments what you want to see next. Till then, see ya!